Today I'll discuss about Shiva's teachings, which we call as Shivopadesha, as explained by Tarak Brahm Shri Shri Anand Murti ji. Uh, Anand Murti ji has said that Mahaparvati was very inquisitive and she used to ask many questions regarding human beings and their uh, development. And once Mata asked Lord Shiva how to attain salvation. So Shiva answered that self knowledge is the greatest means to attain salvation. And he said that Lord Shiva said that people are born as human beings due to their past good sanskaras, and to attain non-qualified liberation they will have to attain self knowledge. So, in the older days, Parvati was the symbolic representation of all the spiritual questions of human beings. And Parvati, as a representative of humanity, would ask Sadashiv all the eternal questions of the human mind. And Shiva would answer all her questions, all her concerning questions, very lovingly. So that is why her questions have been arranged in perfect order and they are collectively known as Nigama Shastra. This Nigama Shastra is a collection of spiritual questions of a very high order. And although Shiva's answers are very illuminating in their brilliant philosophical exposition, their practical value far exceeds their philosophical value. And indeed, Shiva's philosophical explanations are more illuminating because of this practical value. So, in Tantra, the Nigama, that is the collection of Parvati's questions, and Agama are the compilation of Shiva's answer, and they have been compared to the two wings of a swan. Like a bird cannot fly on one wing. Similarly, it is said that Lord Shiva said that Tantra philosophy with its Nigama and Agama is complete. So, if one of the aspects is excluded, the inner essence of Tantra is jeopardized. So, regarding salvation, Shiva says that self knowledge is the path of attaining salvation. Salvation means mukti, and it has also been explained very clearly that for self knowledge, intense sadhana and utmost sincerity are essential. Well, if I ask you all that what is Tirth Yatra or Tirth Sthan or pilgrimage, so you all can answer it very well, right? So there are so many places of Tirth pilgrimages. People go from one place to another to attain liberation or salvation. So they think it's mandatory to go to these Tirth sthanas to wash away their sins. But does it really works that way? See, without sadhana or meditation, without any seva or service, humans are beasts of burden of sins and sanskaras. How easy it would be, to do sins throughout our lives, and when our bodies become old and non-productive, we go to pilgrimages or tirth stans for tirth yatras to wash away our sins. And is it so? And when we come back from pilgrimages, we believe we have purified ourselves. Sounds so true, relieving, but practically, does it really happen that way? Well, answer is no. It's all useless and baseless. Please don't feel offended. Let me educate you all about the real facts. So, this topic for today's discussion is related to, Tirth Yatra, Tirth Sthan or pilgrimage. So, this is one of the Shiva's teachings known as Shivopadesha and very well explained by Sri Sri Anand Murti ji. So, let's start. In Sanskrit, it is said, Idam tirth midam tirtham pramanti tamsa jana atam tirtham na jananti katham moksham varanane. So, in English, it means here is one place of pilgrimage, there is another place, People of static nature. Static means sthir prakriti. People of static nature wander from one place to the other place, but without finding the real place of pilgrimage within their hearts, how can they attain salvation? So, people in general, they have an irresistible attraction towards Tirth, a place of pilgrimage. Not now, but initially, many years back, people were not very rich, and but they used to think that it was very mandatory for all women and men of older, especially those who were in their 60s or above 50, that it was very mandatory to go to, Tirthan, to wash away their sins, and once it is being done, they are purified and they will merge in the supreme, and they will get this liberation or salvation. And these women, they were ready to sell their favorite ornaments and utensils to meet the expenses of a pilgrimage, and many people even were ready to sell their landed properties for that purpose. So those people who who did not he didn't who didn't have strength to walk, they used to travel by it's like a palki or doli, which is known as palanquin. So, but it was mandatory if they had to travel, whatever may be. So they used to travel, and people had irresistible attraction towards pilgrimage since the time when the idea of god first sprouted in their minds. But naturally, now the question arises, what is teeth? It's very important to understand what is teeth. Basically, it is a shoreline, it's a beach, right, where the land and water touch each other, and the sloping portion of the land which comes in contact with this tira is corner beach, so it is called the beach. If a person takes one step from the shoreline towards the beach, one will reach the dry land, and if a person takes one step towards the water, then one will enter the water. So, Tiratha, which really means a place between the physical and spiritual worlds. So, it's analogous to this geographical Tira. So it can be understood in this way that that very point, which is the connecting link between worldliness and spirituality, is Tirtha. Now let's understand that people generally want to live without intense sadhana in the spiritual sphere, and without much effort in the mundane sphere. So, when people seek to acquire fortune or attain salvation without proper effort, then they try to remove their sins by visiting the so called holy places of pilgrimage. So, it's all in vain going to, different places in order to, remove all your impurities. It's mere wastage of money and wastage of time. So, it's very important to understand here what is the real meaning of teeth, and where is it situated. So, the golden line of the human heart, whence Sankalp and Vikalp have originated, and where they touch each other in the sweet spiritual bliss, that is the real Tirtha. So, one who remains at this common point is called Tiristha or Tirtha. So this is the real meaning of Tirtha, not going to pilgrimages. That's simply, wastage of time, unknowingly following, whatever people have been following since ages. So now, as I told you that the golden line of human heart, whence Sankalp and Vikalp have originated, and where they touch each other in sweet spiritual bliss, that is the real Tirtha. Now, let's understand what is Sankalp and Vikalp. See, Sankalp is a positive mental flow towards Param Purusha, you can say Supreme Consciousness. When you move towards Supreme Consciousness, and Vikalp is like, it is a distracting thought which diverts the mind away from the supreme consciousness, Param Purusha. So this is the real meaning of Tirtha. And it's very important to understand that this word Tirtha has been very badly, exploited by some greedy people. So these merchants in those holy places, they understand this, mental weakness of the people who are who are going to these pilgrimages, and by taking advantage of it, they exploit them to the utmost. And as a result, the pilgrims are unable to worship as they should, and are misguided into moving from one place to another by these exploiters. And this does not satisfy their spiritual hunger, and they feel that they have not at all been relieved of their sins. So these people of static mentality waste their value time, energy, and money rushing from one place to place of pilgrimages to another. So this is what I wanted to tell you. I hope now you've got the true understanding of what teeth is. So thank you for today.